Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're still on our way back to Wichita to upgrade our terminal once again, but we've stopped in Denver for the time being, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it here. We're going to see what we've got in terms of a load to get us back to Wichita. Um, we may have to go down a little ways into the list here in order to find something close. Hutchinson, Kansas. We'll keep an eye on that one for right now. Yeah, that looks like about the only. Well, Dodge City. That's not quite as close. So we'll go with the Hutchinson, Kansas load, and we'll probably end up bobtailing back to Wichita. But we'll go ahead and take that and just go ahead and get started here. Now, I did go ahead and fuel up and rest up immediately after I finished the last job that we were on, so we're good to go clear back to Kansas for the most part. About the only thing we may have to worry about is whether or not we have any scheduling issues. But I doubt we will, to be honest with you. Didn't have time to really reset my camera there, so that wasn't exactly the smoothest turn I could have made. But it is what it is. Another adjustment of the seat here. Now I feel like I'm actually sitting a little bit more comfortably. So it looks like we're going to go probably a little ways to get to our destination. Oops. Don't turn the truck off. Turn the signal on. Okay. We'll just go over here into this lane and get onto the highway when we get to that point. These last couple episodes, I really haven't had a whole lot to talk about, and that is mostly due to the fact that I really haven't had any insanely pertinent information regarding or pertinent information or stories to tell. There's not really been a whole lot going on in my personal life at the moment that would warrant telling any kind of stories. And nothing that I've really experienced in truck driving in previous years has really come into play that I haven't talked about already. So we'll see what happens this episode and maybe next episode as well. But for that matter, yeah, like I said, I rely on you guys to comment and share your stories, because mine will only go so far. I can only tell the same tired, worn out old stories so many times. But if you guys enjoy hearing them, I'll keep telling them. So I need to find a comfortable spot for my headset so I can actually hear both myself and the game audio. I said in a previous episode of Railroads Online that I broke a wire in this headset, and I only found it out. See, all these episodes are being recorded in fairly short order. I'm trying to get up a cache of these of the ATS videos so that I won't have to work on them as long. Uh, oh, I hate these. Okay, there we go. So I won't have to work on them as long when busy season gets going, and it's already looking like we're going to be busy come middle of February, early part of March. And watch it be my luck right after that we get a hard freeze. But hell, even the grass has already started growing around here, and it's not even February yet. We must have to go quite a ways to get to this place. 29 miles. A bit further than I was anticipating it would be, especially at 55 mile an hour. But yeah, it's looking like in terms of posting these videos, it's looking like this is going to be possibly once or twice a week, depending on how many videos ahead that I get. If I only get enough to do a couple of months out, it's only going to be one video a week. But I'm shooting for two. And here, probably before too very long, I may end up breaking from recording ATS videos and go to recording Railroads videos to get a cache of them built up. And here before too very long, and you're probably watching this now, you're probably already over and done with the second series of BioShock. But I do plan to fully record that series before I start posting videos on that. And if at all possible, if I don't make the same mistake as I did in the first series, I will be posting the extra content. But as of this exact moment, I haven't started filming BioShock yet, and I'm still doing one filming session a week on Railroads. These ATS videos are just a lot easier to film and edit. Given that I'm only doing 1 or 2 loads per recording, so they just kind of, they're not really taking priority. We're gonna have to stay in this lane. They're not really taking priority. They're just the easier one to do right now. And if I end up getting all of the ATS videos recorded for the next couple of months, I may take a break in recording them and move on to something else. But I don't know why my camera keeps moving around so much. Come on, people. The light is green. But yeah, I do plan to keep recording videos as long as I can here, and maybe get get... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. How about that? You gotta love speed limits, man. Alright, so we're gonna take this shorter load, I guess. And we're gonna go down to Raton. And we're gonna see what they've got from there. Yeah, that kind of pisses me off. I was looking forward to going back to Kansas in this episode, but I mean, we'll get there. But apparently that load expired as we were en route. So, it is what it is. And this is a short route, 187 miles. But come on, let's see if we've got someplace we can scale the load relatively close. If not, we'll just have to deal with it. Looks like there's the only option. So we'll head there. We don't have a scale between here and there, so we should be good. And then we will just take our load down here to Namik and hopefully get a load back toward Wichita. And we'll make this a two delivery episode. In fact, we may even, if we get the right set of circumstances, we may be able to even make it a 3 delivery episode, but I don't know how well that's going to happen. Okay, and I'm not seeing any vehicles coming in the lane, so I'm just going to pull right on out. Not even going to worry about signaling or anything, or stopping for that matter. And that's perfectly okay to do. I mean, it's not 100% legal. If a cop sees you do it, they may decide to go ahead and ticket you for failing to stop at a stop sign. But for the most part, it's not really that bad of a deal to do. Right as we get stopped, that light turns green. Doesn't that figure? Okay. So in our last episode, we ran a triple. And that is something I am actively going to try and avoid doing again. So even if it's the highest paying load, we're going to find something different. We are actively not going to pull a triple again. I will do articulated oversized loads any day of the week, but those doubles and triples, man, I just don't like them. Not at all. And the fact that we got fined for hauling that triple is just as bad from a whole different angle. I took that turn way wide, but oh well. Okay. And it is 75 through here, so we should make pretty easy time. This is going to be a quick load here, probably about 30-45 minutes. If even that long. But we will see. Yeah, I said I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about, but one of the things that I would like to get back into doing, I went and took one lesson didn't really have the ability to do more uh, financially or time-wise. But one of the things I would love... Oh, come on. Right as we get to the damn... Or right as we get our cruise control set. Uh, One thing I would like to get into doing more is snowboarding. Take a few more lessons. And from what I've seen, Colorado is one of the better places to do it. I know the one time that I did go snowboarding, I took a lesson. It was up in Kansas City, and you wouldn't think that they've got tall enough mountains out there to do much snowboarding, but the little ski area they had there, snowboarding area they had there, was a pretty good size. And my fat ass, I'm not cut out for the big slopes in any way, shape, or form yet. I'm kind of waiting on the control to happen for my snowboarding. And for that, I need to lose a fair amount of weight, and I need to get some practice in. But I can't get practice without money to take lessons, and I definitely need to take a lot of lessons. Yeah, one of my goals for uh, for when I start traveling again is to be able to go snowboarding again. Get moving, dumbass. Just fucking sit there. We gotta wait on him. No, we don't. Wasn't going quite fast enough. But yeah, we're just going in here to this this truck stop and get scaled out, and we should be fine in terms of weight. But I'd rather know and be sure than have to deal with. Okay. Good Lord, do you think they got enough people here? So what we're going to end up doing is going around and probably coming back in. It looks like we'll just go in here. If we can get in now. I didn't hit him. Yeah. Alright, now where's the scale? A lot of people with their... A lot of people with their car alarms on. Which, by the way, these trucks do not have. Unless they're owner-op and they have been custom made or custom installed, I should say. Alright, we're going to go into our navigation map here real quick and cancel out that waypoint since it didn't register that we were there. and we'll get rolling again. And we'll just coast right up here to this stop, and we'll get moving. Four-way stop, I shouldn't have to look. But I know how people are. And if I had a head tracker or an eye tracker, I certainly would be checking more. Great, we're gonna get followed out of here by a cop. Ain't that nice? Yeah, good thing he wasn't too interested in us. Get in there. Thank you. Good Lord. That sixth position. I'm telling you. I say that in just about every video, and it's like, it doesn't change. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. And of course, as we get our cruise control set, we start losing time again because it's back down to 55 for that little bitty amount of time that we're here. Oh man, well, it is what it is, I guess. I read that billboard as IB Steel, and I thought, no, you ain't, dude. But I've not only am I dyslexic, I've got astigmatism, so it's not a surprise that I misread stuff like that. Funny thing is, there wasn't even any real writing before Steel. It was just 3 lines. So putting letters and numbers where they shouldn't be, huh? We will get up to 75, probably right as... Oh, I was going to say probably right as we have to pull in someplace, but we don't. One of the things I like about Colorado in specific is in fact the mountains. You better get around me, dude. I'm fixing to blow these guys' doors off. I don't know. It certainly seems like the vast majority of these truck drivers in this game are company drivers. They never do the speed limit. Yeah, what I was gonna say, what I like about Colorado in specific is the mountains, and it's not really because of the fact that they are mountains. It's not because they have a reputation for being beautiful. It's more of the geology. I'm kind of a geology nut. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about the fact, but it's fascinating to me. So now we gotta do. Well, we're gonna fly by this guy here. Oh, of course. Well, we're either going to get pulled in or we're going to get the green light. I'll bet you we'll get the. I bet you we get pulled in. Yep. Fucking let it ride down there. Welcome to New Mexico. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a nice journey. You could have seen that I was legal and just let me go on through, but no. 5 million other trucks in this world and they gotta pick on me. I'm coming out whether you want me to or not. And how about that? We'd get a turn right here. Make sure, and we're good. Watch us get hit. Every time I say that, we don't get hit. It surprises me. Well, this seems like a familiar area. Dating as far back as our first excursion to New Mexico. And honestly, I'm not even in the least bit surprised. You spend long enough behind the wheel of a truck and spend long enough behind the wheel of the truck, you see about 1 million places twice. Oh, there we go. A little bit far forward, but we're all right. Now let's see where our stop is. Huh. Looking at my record time, it's not even a full 30 minutes yet, so that's kind of a surprise. So if we can get lucky, we can make this a 3 delivery day, which would be it'd be a different one for this series. Usually we only do 2 or 1 or 2. Only 1 foot 6 inches. Thank God I ain't that tall. And we're gonna end up making a turn literally just right up here past the intersection. Not even gonna bother downshifting, we're going too fast. And we'll come in here. Some days are just like this, you get these little teeny tiny runs. I was hoping for a little bit longer one, but we didn't get that. going here. And hopefully we can get a load coming out of Nameek going to Kansas, but if we can't, we may have to drive a little ways. And there's our stop. But we gotta stop and wait for the check for the train. And this is one of the few times that we're gonna have to stop on the tracks. I very highly do not recommend ever doing that. I can't condemn that enough. If you stop on the tracks, you're a damn fool. You're just asking for trouble. And in all honesty, and I hate to say this, but in all honesty, if you stop on the tracks and a train does come up, you kind of deserve to get hit. Oh, well, you shouldn't say that. That's not politically correct. I don't give a damn. That kind of stupidity should not be part of this world. And there's a lot of it. So I will die on that hill. I guarantee you I will die on that hill. Okay, so I want to check, see where we're at in relation. Oh, damn, we're almost there. That's good. Okay. Actually do that, be a little bit better set up. Should be able to make this pretty easy. We'll be a little bit cockeyed to start. I'm gonna actually have to do this number here. That's about as close as I think we should get to that little building there. We touched it. I think we got ourselves wedged in here. Yep, I think we did. Alright, well, I know a fix to that. That's not a big deal. There's our fix. Yeah, we touched that. We're gonna make a mess of this, but it happens. So you'll notice I'm not moving my head as much. Well, you won't see it, but I do. I'm not moving my camera as much on this load. I'm kind of not doing the get out and look as much as I probably should. But if you look down in the far, yes, I know it says it's ready to be unloaded, but I don't like where it's at, so I'm going to straighten it up. And I'm going to work it over a little bit. If you look down in the bottom left corner, you're going to see that mirror there, and that's what I'm using for the vast majority of this, for these tight maneuvers like this, because I can actually see more with it than I can with the regular mirror. Okay, so we're good enough. It's been trying to get us to unload this for a minute, but I think we're close enough here that we can do it now. We'll just make a mess out of that. How about that? Come on. You wanted to do it so much before. There we go. Alright. So this is load number 1, I think of 2 or even 3, depends on what we get. Dang. Shifter set back on my desk. Now, what can we get out of Raton? We don't want to go back west. But we really don't have much. Nope. Got a couple of petty loads here. Penny loads, I should say. Yeah, that looks like that's about all we're going to get. Little crappy ass loads like that. Let's see if there's anything closer at all. Not Omaha. Poplar Bluff, but that's clear on the other side of Missouri. Louisiana and California. We don't want to go too very far. Yeah, looks like far east as we're going to get is Guyman, so we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll do the more lucrative of the two. And we're all kinds of screwed if we're going to pick up, or if we're going to scale out, because there is no scale, or there is no truck stop between here and there that has a scale before we hit that weight station. But we'll at least make this load work. All right. Hopefully this one didn't expire too. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, these crappy little jobs are just not exactly the best ones for the bunch. And we're going to have to turn ourselves around, so we will do so. Let's do this here. Start off in 6th. That was good. Oh well. All right. So they're wanting us to pick this up in a way that's going to make it really difficult for us to get out of here. I'll leave it up to the shippers to do this kind of shit. Damn it. Alright. Well, we're there. It's going to be what it's going to be. Let's see if we can even get out of here. Or get someplace we can turn around. Yeah, that works. If I'd have known about that, I wouldn't have bothered backing up all the way. Okay, so we are on our way to Guyman, Oklahoma. Probably one of the cheapest loads we've ever had to haul on this series. In fact, I don't know of one that was even cheaper. Not one. But it is what it is. not really a whole lot we can do about it. Gotta get back to Wichita somehow, and this seems to be the only way they're letting us do it. Well, we got lucky on that one. Alright, so we gotta make a right at that light. So we're gonna do a run, skip, jump maneuver. And it'll probably piss a few people off, but we gotta do it anyway. Just like that. And naturally, we gotta wait. Well, if we wanted to, we could get fuel here, but we couldn't scale out the load. I don't think there's really too much of a problem with needing to. I think I'd want to stop into another one of these little gas stations again, to be honest with you. Not after episode 2. That was, it was 1 or 2, one of those two, where we had to do a nice little dance to get the truck back out. Of course, you would wait until you're right in front of me to pull out, to pull in front of me. That's really nice of you. Okay, well, we are on our way to Oklahoma. And hopefully, if we're lucky, it won't take us long to get there. A little bit over 100 miles, a couple hours. We'll have to shut down by the time we get there, or if we can get a load out to Wichita or someplace close by. We can stop about halfway or 3/4 of the way if we're lucky, and hopefully not have to worry too much about it. But yeah, as it is, we're about halfway through our clock right now, and of course, as soon as we get our cruise control set, get in there. As soon as we get our cruise control set, we've got to slow down. That about figures, doesn't it? That's the one bad thing about rural, state highways and county highways and all that good stuff. U.S. highways and state highways, that's what I'm trying to say. It's all slow and, speed up, slow down, stop and go. You really can't make much time out here. We're in Texas, or close to it. Raton's not that far away from the Texas state line, so it's not really a surprise. Yeah, when we get back to Wichita, we're gonna upgrade the. Here we go again. Terminal. Got a feeling we're gonna have to slow down even more up here. Yep, I was right. Oh boy. We're gonna upgrade the terminal, and we will be looking at the next truck that we want to get, because we're going to be hiring a new driver. And since we've got the money that we need, to do both, it shouldn't be too terribly difficult to get the new truck and get a driver hired out. But we're gonna get a new truck. We're gonna try and get a new truck and send it to the Portland office, so that we've got our garage for the trucks that I'm gonna be driving. And we got our home terminal for the trucks that I'm gonna be driving. Now, admittedly, that may not be the case for the whole time. We may send the older trucks to other places. But it depends on what we need to do to begin with to get it there. Like, say we've got a dedicated log run. Well, we'll take that old Pete. We'll take that old Pete out there and set it on that route, if we can do routes in this game. I don't know that we can. But we are certainly going to be looking at a more modern truck for our fleet, because I don't see these newer drivers wanting to drive something like this. Personally, I enjoy it, but you know, I'm kind of weird like that. I don't claim not to be. Got a nice, good way of canceling out my cruise control. Just flip my switch for the engine brake. It really works. Probably going to wear out that switch before long, but you know, it is what it is. This one was a cheap one that I got off. This shifter was a cheap one that I got off Amazon, and the only thing is a couple of toggle switches that are built into it. I know I should be revving when I'm trying to downshift like that. It's more of a we're gonna have to crank it around. Hope there's nobody here. state line. That's an easier turn to make when you're going the other direction. Gee, I can't imagine why. Okay, yeah, we're not doing anywhere close to the speed limit because I've got to make a turn right here. This guy's going to get past us before we need to make it. And we are already at our destination. So it looks like we're probably going to end up doing a little bit of work. Oops. A little bit of work to get back out of here. Hopefully they've got something going closer to where we want to go. There we go. And we'll put it where we need to put it. Looks like we're just gonna dive into this spot right here. Apparently they don't have much faith in us. Of course, who would have much faith in me? Never met somebody yet that did. Well, family not included, of course. That's close enough. Okay. So that wasn't but very much of a load. We're going to go back into our navigation map, see what else we got. Hopefully we've got something close by. Freight market, that's what we want. We want Guyman. Is there anything going to Kansas? Junction City. A little far away from where we want to go. Dodge City's a little closer. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Let's get that sucker before it expires. And hopefully we can get it before it expires. We are gonna do as fast as we can to get there. Yeah, well, oh well. I ran it. I don't give a fuck. There's nobody coming anyway. Okay. We can get out in front of him. Mainly because we weren't hauling anything. If we were, I wouldn't have tried that. Welcome to Texas. Yeah. See if we can get to this load before they get rid of it. If not, we'll just bobtail back, because that's kind of bullshit. Gotta go halfway around the world to get to this friggin' shipper. Whoa! Hey, how about that? We can actually slide. Now this is going to be fun to watch. I think I'm gonna stay back a little ways because there's a potential we could see a wreck here. And this is why you don't stop on the tracks. Great. Abso-fucking-lutely great. We ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna play this damn game. Let's see if we can get through. Oh, okay, well, that tears it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Is he gonna go through now? Nope. Damn it. It's not one thing, it's another. What you're seeing me do now is probably gonna end up getting cut out. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna fuck around with... I am absolutely not gonna fuck around with that. What that was a problem waiting for a cause. The truck didn't quite clear the tracks. So naturally, get in there. Yeah, the truck didn't quite clear the tracks, so the train came to a stop, which should not have happened. And because the truck was inside the hitbox, the truck wouldn't go. So it just blocked everything up, and we had to force ourselves into a detour. It's kind of horse shit, but you know, by the time we get around, it'll have resolved it. It will have resolved itself. It's kind of stupid that it would even do that to begin with. Get moving. Roll a pair and go. Yeah, looks like even the train turned around. That's the same track that we got blocked at. So doesn't that figure? Hopefully we've still got a load by the time we get there. Do we still have a load? Expires at 1. Okay, yeah. Expires in 1 hour. Great. Out fucking standing. Damn it. There we go. Hopefully we can get there before it expires. if the light ever turns green for somebody. Look at this. Jesus Christ. I think we're going to end up bobtailing back. This is bullshit. Get caught by that train that shouldn't have stopped. Should have just plowed right through the back of that semi because he was too stupid to get moving. Or shit, I am doing 40. This is where we got blocked up, and of course by the time we made our way around, it all cleared itself up. But it wouldn't have if we had just stayed there. Got all the time in the world to take the load to Wichita, but by God, we don't have enough time to pick it up. And it's already too late to cancel out this episode, so y'all are gonna see a really bad episode in my opinion. Texahoma. Care if I am speeding at the moment. Oh, everybody's gonna let us go through. Ain't that nice of them? Except this one idiot who decided he was more important. Get a move on. Well, hopefully we've still got our load. Because as it is, we're going to have to stop and rest before we can take it. Jesus, people. Well, if we don't have our load, we're going to find some place to stop for the night. And we'll bobtail back when we get done. Hey, we still got it. There it is. Ain't it a beauty? That's the kind of thing that just thoroughly infuriates me driving, you know, infuriated me when I was driving. Is you just have problem after problem after problem. And you'd get blamed for it even if it wasn't your fault. So let's see where we can pull off for the night here. And how much time we've got. It looks like we've got plenty of time. Oh, goody. There's a truck stop right there. Fantastic. We're going to go right on by it. We're not going to pass it. We're not going to pass it up, but we're going right by it. So we're going to pull in and sleep. When does this thing actually due? Wednesday at 2. Good. Yeah, that's something that always infuriated the hell out of me driving. When I was actually driving, is you get into situations like that where you absolutely had no chance of getting to a shipper or a receiver on time. You'd end up stopped up someplace and just have to wait out the bullshit, and inevitably you'd be blamed for the bullshit you were waiting on. And he's going to stop right on the tracks. We're going to stop behind the tracks. Somebody grow a pair of balls, please. Jesus. Seriously? Yep, now I gotta stop on the tracks. Oh, come on, dude. Jesus Christ. Any year now. Shouldn't have moved up. I feel like an idiot. I am an idiot. What do I know? Yes, I know I'm getting tired. There's a truck stop just right up here. And watch, just it'll be our luck on this episode. We get pinged for not getting sleep. Hours of service violation. Half a million friggin' cars. Now, I have been down through Guyman many a time. It is never this busy. I know I'm getting tired. Do you mind? So we're going to go ahead and fuel up. Just to say that we did. Scale our load out. Well, we don't even need to worry about that. But we don't need to worry about scaling. There's not going to be a scale that's open between here and here in Wichita. wish this damn button worked. Thank you. We're going to look like we're going to hit him, but we're not going to hit him. And we're aiming for one of these guys. So that's going to look pretty bad to start with, but we will make it in. We're not going for a one and done unless we can actually nail it. Going for a one and done. I just wanted to see where we were. Hey, we might actually make it. Not really, but always thought we should have, right? Yes, I'm getting in kind of a rush and I'm not really doing things right, but oh well. God bless it. Yeah, this is... Here I am back to being a rookie again. Well, everybody is once in their life, right? Me, I just happen to be a rookie every time. Alright. Really? We're gonna play that damn game? I swear to God, this game, this... Go to frickin' reset my camera and... Thank you. Jesus Christ, that couldn't have been more difficult, could it? Alright. Let's get the hell out of here and on the road. It is one of those days, guys. You're just gonna see me make mistake after mistake. It is just one of those days. So this is one of those rare three delivery episodes, and we'll go ahead and upgrade the shop when we get back there. See if we can even make it back there with the way the traffic and everything is. But yeah, we'll get that all taken care of, and that'll be the end of the episode. This is going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. We're probably going to have quite a bit cut out because of what happened with the issue with the train and all of my mistakes therein. Come on, light. Good God almighty. But yeah, this is par for the course. Not every day can be a good day in trucking, and those who know, they can definitely tell you that for a fact. You're gonna get moving today. Thank you. Get in here. Ready in eighth gear. This guy is determined to get in front of me. Let him. To hell with him. Be nice if we could actually do the speed limit, not 20 under. 10 under. These damn Sunday drivers, I'm telling you. Yeah, that kind of figures. Let's hope I can stay in front of these idiots. We'll find out. Are we going to do anything above 45 anytime soon? Yeah, I complain constantly about this kind of stuff. It just is what it is. 45 again. Good lord. 50. Holy crap. I can actually shift up into 10th now. Sheesh. Can't tell I'm in a hurry, can you? Oh, does it stay up 2 lanes? I guess so. We're not going to get the new truck today. I'll do that off camera. But we will be hiring another driver for the Seattle terminal. Portland. I said Portland earlier. I meant Seattle. That'll show up in the glitches. Here we go again. I sing you the song of my people because I really don't give a damn about your signs. Might actually make it to Wichita today. Well, we've only got 200 miles to go of stop and go traffic. Oh Lord. Yeah, this is something that is fairly common. You know, some days just suck, and this recording happens to be one of those times. It's not that I don't enjoy the game. It's not that I don't enjoy what I'm doing. It just everything bad seem to happen in this recording, and it's not really a hell of a lot I can do about it. I mean, overall, we're gonna end up at our destination, so a lot, a lot more could have gone wrong than did. But I'm one of those type people. If I can bitch at it, I will. Ah, should have just downshifted into first. All of the stop and go. This truck I've found has so much power that... Come on, dude. Gee, Christmas. Well, at least he hit his brakes. This truck has so much power that you can probably start it with a regular load in third or fourth, and it wouldn't even think twice about it. I guess there is a wait station between here and Wichita. It's alright, we should be good. Even if they do want to pull us in. The question is, where is the damn wait station? Every time, man, I'm telling you. Thank you. Why you needed to pull me in, I'll never know. Waste more of my damn time. That's what you wanted to do, isn't it? Probably not. Who knows? Yep, we got one jackass here not wanting to do the speed limit, the other one thinking he's going to go around him but can't do the speed limit. I got a very distinct feeling that these two lanes are going to collapse back down here in a second. $20 mph, man. What was a 4-hour trip has turned into almost 6 by the time all's said and done. Because traffic is what it is. We just can't get moving. And now I don't dare go around these people. Just why? Well, so much for getting there in 2 hours. These guys don't know how to maintain a speed limit if they wanted to. There he goes again. Jesus. And like I said, I don't dare try and go around them, because as soon as I try, somebody's going to top the hill or come around a corner or just flat out spawn right in front of me. But it is what it is. This is a... I know what the title of this video is going to be called. Anything and everything in its power. Anything and everything in the world. This episode's gonna be Murphy's Law. I know that for a fact. Oh hell no, I'm going around everybody here now. I am not gonna play this fucking game. I'm at least gonna get around this asshole. How's it feel, asswipe? We haven't made it up to 50 since we left Gaiman. Of course, I say that. Yeah, it's one of those days. We're just crawling along. Not getting paid enough for what we're doing. 40 and a 65. This is what's called impeding the flow of traffic. And it is highly illegal. And this is the fastest way in the world to piss people like me off. Is just sit and not do what you need to be doing. Come on, dude, get off your phone and fucking drive. Jesus Christ. Now watch him, as soon as we get up to about 60 or 65, he starts hitting his fucking brakes again. I am not going to get over. I'm going to try and go around this guy. There's no reason in the world for that kind of horse shit. Anybody I can pass, I'm gonna. even if it means doing a couple of mile an hour over the speed limit to do it. Because I know what's going to happen if I don't. Yes, I know they expected the delivery soon. It only took me 6 fucking hours to go this damn far. Because nobody could be bothered to do the speed limit. So we're probably going to get penalized for a late delivery. At least we're back in Wichita, thank Christ. Get back off the road for a little while, huh? I need to. Yeah, I think after tonight's recording session, I am going to give this a little bit of a break and get things caught up a little bit, start recording other stuff. Mainly because of days like mainly because of this recording in particular. Because there's just no reason for that kind of crap. So we're going to go ahead and make our delivery. And then I'm going to bobtail back to the terminal. And that be what we gonna do. Get a move on. Lord. And we are just kind of coasting down. Alright. Wait for this numb-nutted idiot to go by. Watch us get hit. I say that every time, and I'm fully expecting it to happen every single time. I really am. Bump the curb on that one. Oh well. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll have a nice long load come out of here on the next episode. But we'll find out. Today? Thank you. Now I would like to know where to drop this trailer. Okay, so let's see if we can't make a better parking job out of this than we have the last couple of times. It looks like we're going to be going into a yep, that's exactly where we're going, right in there. Outstanding. So, let's make it happen. Forgive me for not saying a whole lot while I'm backing up in here. This is one of the harder maneuvers that you're going to do in this game, and in real life. I can't even see the damn markers on the ground. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. No wonder I can't see the frickin' markers on the ground. Well, it's not going to be a botch job. They want it off center in here. They're going to get it where they want it. Come hell or high water, they're going to get it where they want it. Give it to them where they deserve it. Thank God for a cab over. That's going to be about as good as it's going to get, too. Yep, that's going to be as good as it gets. That I have no problem with. Okay, so let's go ahead and bobtail back over to our terminal, which is going to be over here. It's not too far away. And we're going to call it a day. Come on. Good God. Okay, and we're just going to call it a day when we get there. Because there is zero chance that I'm going to take another load today. We're going to upgrade this terminal. that's gonna be it. Yeah, there is definitely a pretty good chance that uh, this episode's going to be a fair bit shorter than typical. Half a million people. And forgive me for not saying a whole lot at the moment. Uh, but this episode is about over, and I'm kind of frustrated with how this episode went, but I'm gonna edit it and post it anyway because I'm not above showing fallibility, and this kind of stuff happens. It's not something that can be avoided a good amount of time. I shouldn't have moved over. Okay. Of course, this Joker's only doing 20 miles an hour. I think it's kind of ridiculous to. I mean, even in the real world, if you got to do 35 mile an hour to go around these corners, say that's fine. But 20 mile an hour is ridiculous. There's either something wrong with your load or something wrong with your brain. There's no reason why you need to be going 20 mile an hour through a turn like that. Of course, it would be nice if people would do the speed limit to begin with, and I'm beginning to think that that's a deliberate mechanic. I was reading a thing that says, these drivers or the AI traffic drives just a little bit too safely. And honestly, it's kind of a danger to drive too safely. It's kind of very unsafe. To go too safely. Are we going to make this light? No, we're not. Because this asshole. Well, we might make this light. We're going to come back in here and we're going to upgrade our shop again. Shit. That was stupid, wasn't it? Alright. So we're going to come in here and we're going to upgrade our shop. So yes, I want to upgrade. And we've fully upgraded this shop, which is pretty cool. And now we can get our fuel here too. So that's awesome. So once we get all of our shops upgraded, we will be able to stop for fuel there, fuel up our trucks when we just get started. As you can see our fuel island over there. So let's go in and park this thing. And we will just call it done. All right, so if you enjoyed this disaster of an episode, leave a like on the video and comment below. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know what you didn't like about it. I'd love to hear that one. If you're a professional driver or a former professional driver like me, leave your stories down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Let me know what you guys think, how you guys would make things easier, or any tips and tricks that you might have. And yeah, I look forward to hearing them. Hearing from you guys. And if you want to support the channel, you could subscribe here on YouTube or over at Patreon. You can see the address there up on the screen. And just $3 a month will get you started. You will be able to see all of the uncut footage from this and every recording that I've ever done for this channel, with no limit or no probation time for getting your benefits. All the benefits start day one, and the biggest one that I've got right now is the uncut footage. So with that, I want to say thank you guys again, and I will see you on the next one.